Hi everyone, and welcome to my garage for a turbo session. Man cave, pain cave, whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call it, it's going to get you on the bike to do some training. I don't mind it. I quite like interval sessions, I quite like turbo sessions, so I quite like it. Today's tip is about some winter training you can do and not being afraid of doing intervals during the winter. You don't have to get into just doing steady state miles and just, you know, and all that level 2 stuff. Level 2 is fantastic, and I'm going to do another video on that, but don't be afraid of getting straight into doing decent interval sessions this early in the winter. It's only mid-October, and I'm going to get on here for about a 36-minute effort with 6 efforts on there. Now this one's a little bit different. I've sort of experimented with this one. I've done a lot of gym work and stuff in the past. I follow a lot of gym gurus, some really well-renowned personal trainers, and using their principles that they use with Olympic athletes, bodybuilders, people like that, and then trying to adapt that for a cycle training session here. So I'll just show you the screen so you can see. So yeah. So the principle is drop sets and supersets are considered the best exercises you can do in gyms for lean muscle strength tissue. So we're trying to adapt that here. So we're going to do 60 seconds really strong power, really slow cadence, be about 60 RPM. 60 seconds, you want about between 40 and 60 seconds is about the optimal, and all of that is to do with the time that the muscle's under tension. And then when you get to the 60 seconds, it's then going to actually just flatten off, and we're just going to go to a very slight gradient, and you have to hold that for about 2.5 minutes, and that'll be in your level 3 sweet spot, quite high sweet spot. So what you're doing is you're exhausting the muscle, and then you're just hanging on, and what it's doing is it's promoting muscle growth, stimulating the muscle, but then you're giving that lean look. So and it's well renowned. What it's doing, it's not going to physically grow your muscles any bigger. If you stop just after the 60 seconds, that's more muscle growth stuff. So what this is actually going to do, it's going to promote a little bit of lean tissue, and then, but mainly it's stripping away excess fat. So what you'll find is if you do this for long enough, the look you'll get will just, it might give the perception that your muscles are bigger. All it's doing actually is stripping all the excess fat and rubbish around your muscle so you can see it more. You can monitor your weight if you want to, just to make sure that you're doing it right and you're not putting weight on, but it's very good to make your muscles stronger and leaner, not physically growing muscles. We can look at other muscle growing stuff here if you need it. I've done a lot of gym work in the past, I've got a lot of muscle, I don't really want to build anymore. And the whole purpose of this this challenge, exercise, whatever, is to get leaner and bring those veins out and bring all the muscle fibres out. So I know this works in the gym, so we're going to try and replicate this on the bike. You can do it out on the road if you want to. I'm just a little bit against time, trying to do it before work and things this morning. So just jump in the garage. A couple of things you're going to need. One, I do on a power meter, so I've got my Garmin running. You're going to want a towel because it will get very sweaty, there's no doubt about it. And you're going to want get your tunes. So I'm doing a 10-minute warm-up, and then I've got 6 efforts. So each effort in total equates to 3.5 minutes. And it's pretty much one after the other, and then a 5-minute cool down at the end. So I've got 36 minutes to go through, and this is what it's going to look like.
So you can see here, this is the high resistance bit. So what I've done on the turbo is actually set it up so it's on about a 7% increment, and I'm holding about between 60 and 65 RPM, which is putting me on it's about sort of just below my threshold for on the power meter, and holding that for 60 seconds. What I'm trying to do here is just trying to stay nice and relaxed in my shoulders. I'm not trying to rock and roll too much. You can see there's just a little bit of natural rock and roll. 60 seconds is up. If you want to listen to the music I've got going on, I've just got to do the background for you so you can hear that. Now what I've done, I've gone down into drops, and this is ended up being a 2-minute effort. So the resistance on the turbo has now gone down to about like a 1% increment, and what I'm trying to do here is hold about over 100 RPM, about 105 up to 110, but sort of hovering around 105, which is putting me what's that on power figures? I don't know, it was like just over level 3, nipping into sort of the bottom of level 4. So it's manageable, but you can see again I'm grimacing, it's pretty hard, but you can kind of hang on. Cadence is high. Again, trying to stay really relaxed in my shoulders, and just it's all pedalling, it's all legs here and core work. So nice and solid, smooth pedal stroke. So the first one, that was the first effort I did, and this is the last effort I did. So again, we're on, I just wanted to show you the difference so you can see obviously I'm sweating. So this is the high resistance. So again, I'm sort of bobbing around sort of 60, 65 RPMs, a lot of power. Again, trying to stay relaxed in my shoulders, you know, nice solid core, not too much rock and roll on the bike. There's a little bit more there on the first set, but these final sets are the ones that really count. So just, you know, you've got to think of form as well. So that's the 60 seconds done. So you just get a split second whilst the turbo corrects the tension, and then again you're down on the drops, and away we go. So again, about 105 RPM. You can see the sweat pouring off me, but yeah, I've got my tunes going on in the background. But big thing with this is I wanted to just be really, really conscious of your form. Try and get the last efforts in to be as good as the first ones. These last ones are the ones that really, really count. So just watch on your form and get it spot on.
Don't forget your water. 5-minute cool down at least. This is just water in here today, folks. And that is it. When this is done, it'll be 36 minutes. So as you can see, it's short, it's sharp, it's pretty painful in times. Very short rest in between. So I was doing 60 seconds high resistance, 2 minutes medium resistance, 30-second rest. Go again. 6 reps. Couple of reasons why I've got the towel. One, so I can towel myself off after. 2, I sweat a lot, which is why I've just got water in today. Short exercise like this, I just want water. I can lose up to 1 kilo an hour in sweat because I do sweat a lot. Sweat pours onto your bike, especially around your headset, because sweat's got salts in it, salt crystals in it. When they dry out, they form crystals again. They come off as no water, they dry out, they form crystals, and that sticks to your bike all around your screws, washers, bearings, joints, anything like that, and then you get salt crystals on there, and it does ruin your bike. So I put the towel over the handlebars, soak up as much as I can, and then give it a wipe down afterwards for the salts. Power meter, you're probably having a look at that. I was doing bits, I've got the power figures there just for my own records, but actually I'm looking at the cadence more than anything. So I want about 60 to 65 RPM on the high resistance, and then I want about 105 RPM on the mid resistance. And it's easier to control your cadence than it is to watch the power meter, because we all know they go up and down like a yo-yo. So food for thought. You could do this once a week, twice a week, even now, and it is fine all the way through the winter. This style of training promotes lean muscle tissue. It should increase your natural testosterone release and your natural hormone release, which is going to in turn mean you're going to burn more calories, you're going to burn more fats, you're going to make your body more productive, so all your cells, etc., are all working in unison. And the key with this is to be consistent. You've got to do you've got to have a training program, follow it each week, structure in holidays or gaps or whatever, but be consistent. This is fantastic. You can do this all the way through the winter, and then you change it nearer your race. So when you get to the new year, nearer race time, you change it for more top end. This is giving you a nice muscle and strength workout. But don't worry about it. You won't put weight on. It's a very, very good workout. And it's all to do with the time the muscle's under tension, and that's taken from Olympic athletes, world champions, sprinters, cyclists, bodybuilders. Bodybuilders have been doing this for decades, for when they want to cut for shows. So they're trying to lose weight but keep muscle and keep strength. So we know it works. Yeah, thanks for watching. Next video coming soon.